yet have another opportunity to come and deal with the true signs of conversion. And we had the topic adopted into the family of God. We have looked at two installments, family bonding, family blending. We come now to look on the third point, the family sense of belonging. A family sense of belonging, still in verse 42, verse 44 through to 46. Maybe just allow me to read in verse 42. And they continued steadfastly in the apostles' doctrine or teaching and fellowship. In verse 44, now all who believed were together and had all things in common, and sold their possessions and goods and divided them among all as anyone had need. There is that sense of belonging, a deep sense of belonging. Not only did the early believers display a family bond, a family blending, they exhibited a deep sense of belonging to the newfound spiritual family as well. And I would like us to address ourselves to that. The word fellowship, to which they devoted or committed themselves or continued steadfastly, speaks to an association of people who share common beliefs or activities. It is a state of being with someone sociable, forming an acquaintance, an alliance, a camaraderie, a companionship, a comradeship. It creates communion and a companionship that is friendly, a companionship that is kind, with a sense of togetherness. And we see that in verse 42, the fellowship, verse 44 to 46, where we are told they were all, the believers were together and had all things in common and sold their possessions. They would sell their possessions and goods and divided them or distributed them among all as anyone had need. And so continuing daily with one accord in the temple and breaking bread from house to house, they ate their food with gladness and simplicity of heart, praising God and having favor with all the people. And this is a sense of belonging, brethren, to which we are called also as Christians in the 21st century, and we must see ourselves developing a deep sense of affinity, a deep sense of kinship, a deep sense of loyalty, developing a rapport or acceptance and inclusion immediately that develops among believers or individuals who have experienced the converting grace and the power of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Believers feel homely. They have a familial and experience genuine relationship with true love and trust. All differences are overcome by the virtues of love. Philos, or brotherly love of Philadelphia, like that enjoyed in a family relationship. It's a genuine, legitimate, no hatred, no dislike, rather a deep sense of security in Christian friendship, family happiness, felt in a secure relationship. So when you meet him, you meet her, you greet one another with warmness. You are my brother, you are my sister in the Lord. The unique bond which relates one believer to another is simply implanted into every true Christian at conversion. I'll say that again. The unique bond which relates one believer to another is implanted, placed in us at conversion. In every Christian and brothers and sisters, the question is, do you see such a bond, a sense of belonging in yourself and blending with the people of God? Would to God that you knew and experienced something of this family sense of belonging. The Lord bless his word to our hearts. Amen.